What up YouTube? Bringing you back a squad builder which roughly cost me around 440k. Yeah, 440k. I'm gonna it's just standard BPL team. Some players you can get a lot cheaper. Like I brought a one to watch, but you can get the actual inform for like 100k cheaper. So if you've got about 350k, it could fall under that as well. Because mostly one player in this team is just gone. Right now, as I said that right, did I? All my money's really gone round to one player, so it's just if you want it cheaper, just go for like the inform rather than the one to watch. Because I tried to do an investment on the one to watch to see if it'll get any inform throughout the year, and then I could set it on for more coins basically. So let's get into this. So in goal, I have the GOAT, Petr Cech. Absolute GOAT, man. I've only played 9 games with him so far. Cost me 34k, but you probably can get him roughly around about 28k if you judge the timing right in the day. Probably even cheaper, maybe about 25k. Centre backs is Koscielny, and I've got him in a what's it pack? A 2-player pack. So let's go over to Mustafi. So let's switch them around. Mustafi I packed, but I did look on the transfer market. He is about 6k. Maybe can get him a bit cheaper, about 4k. She only cost me 20k, so I've played with him for 14 games. So that was like about a day ago. So it might have gone down. Well, it is Tuesday when I'm recording this, so it might have gone down to like maybe 17k. So roughly there, you're thinking about roughly around about 50k there, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'll say 50k there. Right back is Klein. Let's switch that back to high to low. Klein's okay. Playing in 40 games because it was the cheap option rather than getting Kyle Walker. If I had to, I would get Kyle Walker first. Let's see how much Kyle Walker actually costs. Kyle. I spell Kyle wrong. Kyle Walker. Oh my gosh. 68k. So if you do have the coins to spend that much, I would full on advise to get him because he's actually quite a beast card, to be fair. So, but for the time being, I'm using Klein. He's roughly got the same stats in defending and physical. It's just the pace really that you need. But Klein isn't actually that bad. The height's a bit meh, but he does a good decent job. Okay, let's get rid of that. Left back, it is Rose. I did play with Alonso first, but it was a bit too slow for me because I'm a flipping pace, obviously. I only played 1 game, so I ain't really got much insight onto Rose, but it did cost me 13k, so it might be around about 9k now. I ain't sure. Okay, let's get into the midfield. Start with the right one because that one ain't important really. If I can find him, I did pack him in a 2-player pack. Klassen is actually beast. Like, he's solid in midfield. He's got the passing. I know it only says 74 passing, but it feels a lot higher than that. It feels like 85, 84 passing. He's mad. Good defend. Well, I know it doesn't say good defending, but he does track back and get some good tackles and everything. So he's a cheap little player. He's about 2 or 3k, so pretty cheap. In the middle, I've gone for Bakayoko. Flipping tank. I don't care. Cheapy Conte from last year, but flipping tank. He's amazing. If he gets an inform, I'm going to hit that like mad. I'm going to get that straight away. I might do an investment of getting Kante in this position because Klassen is actually really good in my opinion, and Bakayoko is. So if I get Kante there, I might switch Kante and Bakayoko, but I might keep Bakayoko there because he wins those headers for me when they have a goal kick, and he wins it 9% of the time. The only time he doesn't get it if he's not in the right position for it. His positioning's a bit off, but 90% there is amazing. I do recommend getting him. In the left one, we've gone for standard Matic. All round tank basically. Not as good as he used to be back in FIFA 14 and 15, but he's still got it. His pace is lacking, but still got it. I don't care what anybody says. He's a tank. I know he's got 11 assists for me from centre mid. Like, how mad's that? Like, no one else has got that, I think. Yeah, no one else has got that. He does push up a bit when you don't want him to, but he's always trying to run back. So if they do like try to run to my goal and then do like a cheeky cut back into the up to the halfway point, he's always there to tackle it. So it does win me some good games, to be fair. In centre mid, I've gone for that other person. Next person, Rooney. I don't know what to say about Rooney. I'll find him a lot better than last year. I thought the Rooney last year was flawless, but this FIFA, holy crap, this Rooney is on point. Like, I know it says 68 pace, but that ain't 68 pace. That's surely like 75, 77. I know it ain't the quickest, but it ain't 68. That's all I'm saying. His shooting is gotta be better. It's just gotta be, and his passing. Because Rooney, if I'd have Rooney, I wouldn't have won half the games I would have. But all I'm gonna say is Rooney is a freaking tank, and well recommend to get him. I know it says 4k there, but it's probably like 2k now. Actually, let's go see. Transfer market. Let's go over there, because people just need him. Just have to get him, because if you don't, you're losing out. Like, one of the best players I've ever played with. So 3k on bid. Oh, he's gone up a little bit actually. Yeah, can get him about 3k on bid. Ain't too bad. So do recommend getting him for like even a cheap BPL squad. Like if you want to spend 50k, Rooney, you gotta get him. Easy man. He can play in centre mid if you want to, and like move Clarkson up or vice versa. But Rooney, you just need to get him. Let's give me this one. On the right, I've gone for oh my god, I'm not Premier League. I've gone for Gray. There he is. Really good. The only reason I have him there is because I've got a tall player on the left one, so I think a tall, slower player needs to be partnership with a faster, more agile player. So I decided to get Gray instead. I might get Wilson, but depending on, I don't know what Wilson actually stat-wise is compared to Wilson. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, I see him. Hang on, let's go all the way over to Gray. He's got a lot more pace, I can tell you that. Wow, he's got better than nearly everything. See, physical is important, that's the thing. I don't pass with him that much. I don't, well, you got a dribble, but nah, I'll keep to Gray. Gray's actually pretty sick. So in the final position, this is the player I spent all my coins around with, basically, because I had the coins, I wanted to make an investment, and oh my god, winning games investment is flipping mad. Flipping Morata is on a complete other level. 14 games and 39 goals and 16 assists. Like, I never have thought I'd score that many, to be fair. Like, he's won me so many games that I think Rooney and Morata in this team are the best players. Hang on, then Petr Cech's pretty good, to be fair. But these two players, like, if I'd have these two players, well, actually, Gray ain't so bad, but Morata and Rooney, if I'd have them, I would not be with my record. Like, I know my record's pretty good. 27 games and 2 goals. Like, I would never have been this record if I didn't have them two. So because Rooney's basically the GOAT. I don't care. He's the GOAT. Whatever you say. Screw Ronaldo, screw Messi, screw Suarez and Neymar and all them. Rooney is the GOAT. I don't care. Rooney, the GOAT. Not overall about this game. Overall about this squad, it's actually really good. But if you want to do what I did and make an investment into a one to watch, or let's see how much his actual inform is. That's the store. Why have I gone? It's because they've switched the store and the transfer market around, so it's throwing me off. Morata. So let's see how much he's. See, that's it. Whoa, he's gone up by 100k. Oh my god. Nice. See. Well, I don't know, he went up by 100k. That's mad, you know. Damn. Up by 100k. See, 236 on bid. So if you want to nip off about 100k, 190, 100k, whatever, go for his normal inform. But if you want to make an investment like I have, because apparently I don't watch much football, but I watch enough. Look, I'm an Albion fan, so I watch Albion, but I don't watch others. But apparently Morata's actually killing it in the Premier League, so I thought let's make an investment and get his one to watch. I wonder how much is Lukaku's as well, because I thought Lukaku might be a good investment. So he's a mil, but if I sold everything in my club I could get him, but I don't think I want to go that far, because yeah, I would have thought if anyone could get him from last week, because last week's is De Bruyne and all them, and it's still up, isn't it, because I'm recording on a Tuesday. Single players team of the week. Yeah. See, everyone that I thought would get an inform from Man United, I didn't think Fellaini would. I would thought Lukaku would, because of, but I'm basing everyone off the last season, and that's the thing. I've packed him, and I've packed him from 3 packs. Well, don't know that. But I might make the investment into Fellaini, but it's only short time, so I don't know if he's gonna get any better, any worse, or anything. But if I had to choose someone out of from like the Premier League that I should make an investment, I would go with Morata now, because basing off Lukaku and the team of Man United, there's a lot better players at United now, like Ibra, Pogba. He's just saw Fellaini getting in form, which I would never thought he would. You've got Rashford, which Rashford probably don't get much game time anymore, because he's a young prospect, isn't he? So, but comparing Lukaku's odds to getting in form compared to Morata's, I ain't gonna lie, Man United's got a much better team than Chelsea, because realistically Chelsea have really only got Conte, Morata himself, Hazard, probably Diego Costa, but I know he doesn't play that much because Morata's took over his spot for the time being. So there's a lot more odds on Morata getting in form than Lukaku is, so I thought go for the one who's killing it, that I've heard all over the Sky Sports channel over, and he's killing it in the Premier League right now, and then make that investment, and then hopefully down the line when he's got like an 88 rated in form or an 89, sell him then, because it'll be a lot more expensive as an 89 rated than a cheap, well it's not really cheap, but a cheaper version of an 86 in form. So I thought let's make that investment. So anyway, I'm blabbering on a bit too much, but I hope you enjoyed. This is roughly cost me about 440k. You could get cheaper and make it around about 350k, maybe 325 if you just took the time to find the cheaper, like the cheaper of players. So like if I went for Koscielny, I would try and find a 17k Koscielny. Took the time into that, so I've knocked off 4k on him, and like invest into the inform rather than the one to watch, so I knocked off about 90 to 100k. So just little things if you want to make it a lot cheaper than it is. But it's like, I've got, to be honest, it's not the best Premier League team, but I've spent all my coins around Morata, so if I had to do anything, I would get rid of him, get the inform, and then invest into better players. But realistically, the only better players I can get is probably Aguero in strike, Eriksen in cam, Akante instead of Matic. I ain't sure about another. I forgot another centre mid. Pogba, yeah, Pogba, could get a Pogba. Could get the inform Aspilicueta. Can get Kyle Walker. Could get Courtois, but for the time being, it's working. So the old saying is, don't fix what ain't broke. So I'm going to keep it like this for as long as possible till I'm losing 5 games in a row or 10 games in a row, and then I'll reflect on how I'm playing or how the team is working, and then make the investments when I need to during that time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been blabbering on too much, so I hope you enjoyed. See ya.